Yo fam, what's going on? Today we have the elite of the elites when it comes to over-the-ear headphones. We have the Sony XM2s, Sennheiser PXC 550s, and the Bose QC35 IIs. Now these three are basically your flagship headphones when it comes to noise cancellation and premium audio. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you which one I think is the most bang for your buck out of all three headphones, and I'll explain why. I'm not going to get into deep details, I'm just going to get to the main specs of it. So let's start with the first category, design. Sony takes the first spot with their simple and elegant look. I really like the matte black textures with the dark gray accents because it makes it appear very sleek and stealthy. Then comes Sennheiser. They have more of a smoother matte texture with silver accents, which can be a little flashy, and the shape of the headphones are unique but a little unusual at the same time with a curved design. Now last on the list is Bose. The design of the QC35s are simple and a little boring. It's basic, which is not really a bad thing, but it just doesn't look like a premium headphone. But when it comes to comfortability, the QC35s are the way to go. These are probably the most comfortable headphones I've ever worn. The leather cups are soft and plush against the ears. The XM2s by Sony offer nice leather padding in their ear cups, which does make it comfortable. But it's just not as soft as the QC35 IIs, which makes it the second on our list out of the three headphones. Sennheiser's Comfortability was a little unusual with its oval-shaped cup. The fitting was a little spotty and I've noticed I had to readjust the cup several times. I've also noticed some ear fatigue after some usage with the PXC 550s. Now let's get with the sound. All of these three headphones sound awesome, but there's only one that takes the cake. The PXC 550 offers great bass, balanced mids, and powerful highs. The three waves are perfectly balanced and always in communication. The QC35s are almost as close with the 550s. It offers with a softer bass, powerful mids, and stronger highs. It doesn't get as loud as Sennheiser's model, but it does not fail to deliver great audio. Last, I gotta hand it off to the XM2s. I believe these have the best bass. Sony have been always dominating good quality bass on their headphones for many years now. The mids are balanced, but the highs are just a little too soft for my taste. When it comes to noise cancelling, the Bose QC35 II is the best that's out there. With the push of a button, my noise cancelling level goes from mid to high and everything gets muted. With everything muted, I'm completely focused into my music. Now what comes second is the Sony XM2s, and some people may argue with that because of the Sennheiser PXC 550. Now I chose these second because not only they have noise cancellation, they also have ambient noise. So when ambient noise is turned on, I can hear the people around me. It's easier to have a conversation while I'm listening to my music. But in order for this to happen, remember you have to keep your music at a low level. The PXC 550s deliver good noise cancellation as well, but that's basically it. You have a switch from off to mid and high. I've tested these out. I tried on the train. Even when it was on high, I was still able to hear like a little outside noise get into my headphones. Now let's talk about some features. The XM2s pack a lot of features with swipe gestures to control your music. You can also cover the ear cup to temporarily keep the audio at a lower level so you can hear what's around you. And they have a pretty awesome app too. You can change the equalizer, control ambient and noise cancellation, and adjust and optimize your audio. The Sennheisers come second and it's pretty similar to what Sony did. They too have swipe gestures to control the audio, but you can't temporarily lower the music when covering the ear cup. The app is a little too basic. You can control the noise cancellation and play around with the equalizer. Another feature of these headphones is that in order for them to turn on, you need to flip the cups inward and it turns on right there. It's very cool, it's unique, it's different, but at the same time, I'm not a fan of it. I just like my old school power button and just like a classic and clean. The QC35s don't have many special features besides noise cancellation and Google Assistant, which is actually very, very useful. Other than that, it just has a basic app that you can connect to your phone and update it. Now the battery life with all of these three, I got up to about 24 hours or plus. So I can't really compare them. For this one, I just leave it at a tie. They last for hours, good week. So I would just leave it at a tie. With everything said, who wins? I honestly gotta give it up to the QC35 IIs, man. These have been my favorite headphones for quite some time now. So let me explain why. These fit great, they feel comfortable. The mids are great, the highs are great. The lows are a little soft, the bass is a little soft. Battery life is awesome, and it has a Google Assistant. The design can be plain and boring, but it's Bose. You're paying for the sound, not the design. But sure, the Sennheiser PXC 550 does sound a little better, but honestly, it's 50 bucks more. I'd rather save the 50 bucks, and overall, this is the most bang for your buck. And with 50 bucks more, there's not much of a significant audio difference from the PXC 550s and the QC35 IIs. If the PXC 550s were 50 bucks cheaper, it was the same price around these, that would have been number one on the list. Now the XM2s are priced around the same as the QC35 IIs, but since their mids are not bad, their highs are soft, they have good bass, I just think that these still sound better, and for the same price, I would choose this over the Sony ones, which is why I believe that's third on the list. But even though it's third on the list, it does have a great design, it has great app infrastructure, has a lot of features. It does sound good, they all sound great, but overall the most bang for your buck are the QC35 IIs. The 35 IIs retail for $350, but you can get online for around $300. Same thing with the Sonys, they retail for $350, but you can get it online for $300. But the Sennheisers, they retail for $400. Sometimes you can get it online for $350. But everything, I'll leave links down below. Well, that's all we have for you guys right now. Like I said, I'm gonna leave links down below for each headphone. Also, I have a review for each headphone, a full-on review. So if you wanna check that out, I'll leave links down below. I hope this video really helped you out. If you liked it, please like, share, and finesse on that subscribe button. Alright, fun fact number 13. Farts have been clocked up to around 10 miles per hour. That probably stank. Yo, you ever farted so bad that it got you angry? I'm pretty sure it did. Thanks for watching. I'm Zashak. Stay tech strong and deuces.